Happy Wednesday. This portion of the program is brought to you by NCAA National Certified Alarms and Long-Term Contracts, license number 645. What's up, boys?
How about you boys?
Man, Bell, you look great last night.
I did.
You did. At home. Lazy ass.
Watching Andy Griffith reruns.
I can't argue with that.
Here's my favorite part last night of the speech.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
There you go. It was the longest speech in the history of speeches.
That's a big old speech.
You know, I don't know why we do these anymore, and I'm not trying to be, I know that, I don't know who this is for. Long ago, when we didn't have communications the way we do, you'd do something like this. Now, we know everything about everybody all the time.
Well, and he's not even legally required to give a speech. He can put it in a letter.
Which he should have done. This could have been an email, is what I'm trying to say. But there you go.
Been a long-ass email.
It would have been. Got to get his riffs on it. And then he should write in the middle of it, over here, I'll fight with the squad and the Somalis over here. So there it was. Great time last night. Ken and I had so much fun. Not sure about everybody else.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know why Bell wasn't there.
Yeah. I said, well, I got to be honest with you guys. Bell's a big disappointment.
Look, as soon as you guys have the warrants that I have, then you show up somewhere where people know you.
So you'd have been fine there last night, I have a feeling. You wouldn't have been the first one off the board.
Well, I didn't want to take the chance.
Oh, but it was good. Food was good. People were really nice. Some of you even wanted to argue with me. I'm good with that. I like it. A few of you didn't want to shake my hand. I don't know why. I don't have the cooties. Right? So
that sounds exactly like something that somebody with cooties would say.
Exactly what they would say. But it was a good time. It was a very good time. And, it was everything we said it was going to be. Trump's going to come out and say stuff. Spanberg's going to come out. He's evil. He's bad. And then we move on from there. I don't know what else. I mean, at this point in time, if you liked Trump yesterday or loved him, nothing's changed. If you hated him, nothing's changed. And if you're in the middle, you were probably at home watching reruns. Am I right?
So you're trying to accuse me of being in the middle?
No, what I'm saying is you just, the independents, how many of them paid attention? That's it. That's the big thing. How many people paid attention that are people you're trying to swing to your side? That's the only thing that matters. Right? Like when Jesus came here, he didn't go to the choir, as they'd say. Where'd he go? He went to the bars. He talked to the hookers, to the prostitutes, the people that needed the help. And that's why you've got to go to those places. So it's what it is. We're not going to talk a lot about it today.
When I do that stuff, I'm just called antisocial.
Yeah, I'm antisocial too. My buddy went. I didn't know he went. He went yesterday. He's like, oh, it was fun. I'm like, no. Not even if it was in my house. Like, why are you here? But I think the real big news today, guys, is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees are out.
Is Iron Maiden on the list, please?
Iron Maiden is on the list.
Well, it's about freaking time.
I got to be honest with you, Matt. I thought they were already in there. So here are the nominees that matter for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay? And I was surprised. Billy Idol's back on the list. So, because I'm surprised he didn't get I thought he was also in. So, on top, and now you can go vote. The Black Crowes, Jeff Buckley, Mariah Carey, I thought she was already in. Phil Collins solo. Melissa Etheridge, Lauryn Hill, INXS, Joy Division, New Order, New Edition, nice. Oasis, Pink, Sade, Shakira, Wu-Tang, and Luther Vandross.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
It is for the children. So those are the nominees. Iron Maiden's got to go in, right? We all agree?
Up the irons!
The band is 50 years old, and it has sold, right now, it is probably the most monetarily successful heavy metal band on the planet.
Yeah, I would say so.
They can go to any of the 6 continents and sell out stadiums.
Yeah.
Especially if they sing their old stuff.
Okay, ready for this? 130 to 200 million records sold worldwide. How are they not in there?
Because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a bias against hard rock bands.
Well, like Mariah Carey, how is she not in there?
Because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a bias against grumpy old bitches.
Yeah, they don't believe in Christmas.
No, they don't. I knew that. You know why? The Jews. So weird, too. It's in Cleveland, which is the weirdest place. Have you been there?
Cleveland?
No, well, yeah. Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in Cleveland.
Oh, no, I thought
Like,
you were...
whose idea was that?
Jan Warner's.
Huh?
Jan Warner's.
Why Cleveland, though?
It probably got cheap property.
Probably. They were just giving it away. They said we could have it right here by this crappy lake. It's a river, whatever it is. So, but Jeff Buckley.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I freaking love Jeff Buckley.
Isn't that he's got that new documentary out right now
Yeah.
about him?
Yeah. He decided to take a swim in the Mississippi River
Yes, he did.
and did not resurface.
No.
I don't think he would be even under consideration if it wasn't for the fact that he's a critic's darling, because he never sold that many records.
Yeah, that's the
He
thing.
only had one album.
The interesting thing about that, when I watch a lot of people who are in the industry, like musicians and stuff, they love him. But outside of there, if you're not into music, you're not into him. It's like there's like when I was in a comic, there's comics, guys who are like, that guy's great, but he never breaks out. But the comics love him. So, but I think Maiden's got to go. And Billy Idol too.
Absolutely.
And Billy Idol has his last record came out last year, I think it was.
It was actually pretty good, dude.
Probably
It's
the
not
best.
bad.
Probably the best album he's ever put out.
It was really good. I was surprised how good it was. He sounds good.
He was smart enough to regroup with Steve Stevens, which is, I mean, as far as I'm
Outstanding.
concerned, Steve Stevens is half of Billy Idol.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It was
Great
like-
guitarist.
There's just something about like with Randy Rhoads and everything. There's something about when they get together, something happens.
There's a chemistry that makes that sound and that vibe come alive.
Yeah. So it was. But you know what? I was sitting there today going, okay, I could see how some of these, like Sade. I don't know if she's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's hot.
Ooh, I love Sade.
I saw
I do
her
too.
in person in London, and I thought to myself, nobody should be that beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Nobody.
Still gorgeous.
And her voice is utterly amazing.
Absolutely.
The Monkees got snubbed again. Yes, you're right. They did.
Yeah.
Motley Crue's not in there?
No.
Yeah, Ben
Again,
Still's
the
go-
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a bias against hard rock.
Ben Still's on his way to Cleveland right now.
So is AC/DC in there? They've got to be in
Yes,
there, right?
yes.
The AC's got to be in there.
Yeah.
But is that it? Like Led Zeppelin, AC, and that's it?
Led Zeppelin's in.
They were one of the
Ozzy and Black Sabbath are both in.
Dio.
No.
Do you think
wait a minute.
Phil?
No. I think Dio might have been inducted with Black
Deep
Sabbath.
Purple? No, he didn't sing for Deep Purple. Did he?
No, he sang for Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow.
Do you think Phil will get on? I think Phil will on his own.
Absolutely.
I
Phil
think,
who?
Phil Collins.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
yeah. In excess, just because Michael Hutchins so sexy.
Well, and they sold a ton of records, too.
Apparently, and I didn't know this, guys. In Australia, shirts only have one button at the bottom. Did you guys know that? Bet you didn't know that. And apparently, you can only wear leather pants. I need you tonight. Oh, goodness me. So much stuff to get to today. I'm going to say this, guys, and I want to apologize right now. My one-hit wonder is so awful, yet it is the most fascinating thing. And for that, I apologize. The fact that it was even a hit and got into the charts is also amazing, considering Bob Marley never got into the charts. But this did. And I want to apologize early, and I'm going to apologize often. But I promise you, you'll be mad at me and at the same time laugh, which is really all that matters.
That's
Shout out
pretty
to-
much every day, Brother Chad.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it. You guys have no idea. The shout out to Davo last night. So this guy comes up to me, Dano Davo, just nice guy. He's supposed to send you a picture. He had us take a picture together. He wanted to say something, wasn't quite sure. Was ready to yell at me. After, kind of like there was a few that wanted to ask me questions and whatnot. I'm like, go ahead. I'm cool. Like, I don't care. And he was really nice, but he was on the naughty list on the text, and we unnaughtied him. So, because he had sent some naughty texts, and not the kind that horrible dude in Texas has done, but more like, you suck, Chad, with lots of bad words.
Yeah, I talked to him. Nice guy. He said he had a good conversation with you.
Yeah. I don't take anything personal.
Nope.
The reality is you can't in this business. It was, the beauty of it is I care about us. I care about having fun. And that's, like last night, I think you guys realized that. Even Matt introduced me one time. That was so funny. Did you hear the way he introduced me? He goes, we'll start with Chad, who's the resident, I guess you would say, pusher backer. Oh. And I'm like, he
said you were more critical than most, or more critical than the other hosts on the station, something to that effect.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I am. It's not critical. I just want to know the truth, right? So that's it. Just tell me the truth. And it's one thing to put on a little, you put a little mustard on the dog. I'm okay with that because that's politics. It's another thing just to look at me and just totally gaslight me. I don't do that. So we had fun. Am I on the naughty list? Well, we'll see. You have to ask Bell.
I don't do that. The only thing I do is moderate the YouTube chat if somebody gets in there just being a troll.
Yeah, troll people. Cleveland's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's right, Alan Freed first used the term on radio in Cleveland in the early 50s.
And he brought payola to our attention.
So there's a great story about Alan Freed, and he got caught when everything happened, and so did Dick Clark. And they looked at like, nobody's going to go after the Protestant, beautiful Dick Clark. He didn't do anything wrong. Or did he? I don't know. Did he?
At the time, that wasn't even necessarily, quote unquote, illegal, was it? It might have been unethical, but they weren't doing anything illegal.
No. They again, for me, I think that's that payola was the stupidest thing ever that they went after. Who was that? Elliot Spitzer.
Oh, yeah. He was, dude, I was in records when that happened. What a pain in the ass that guy was.
Yeah.
He should have just stuck with his hookers and minded his own business.
So, Elliot Spitzer was he the governor of?
No, he was the district.
He was the AG.
Yeah, he was the Attorney General of New York.
And then what happened is I'm like, he screwed up because radio people and music people are going to find out something bad about him. Did he get caught with hookers or something?
Yeah, he got caught with hookers. He was ordering prostitutes and putting them on, I think it was the state credit card.
Yeah. See, that's payola. Huh? You thought you were going to get away with it? No, fool. We got white woman. Oh, my Lord. The white women are so upset about the men's hockey team. That includes Kylie and Jess.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, the anger. And by the way, Kylie outdid herself today with something that, honest to goodness, we might have to get up and just walk out of the room. It is so bizarre. I figure she got, it's one of those things where when she finished, she had to think, I don't even know what I said there. I can't understand it. But we got to talk about the hockey. We do, because, those guys are so evil. And ladies, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to say something for many of you ladies out there that you're going to go, many of you who are normal are going to go, absolutely correct. Some of you who are crazy, yeah, because let me tell you, enough with the guys, all right? Get over yourselves. We'll talk about that. Whoa, one-hit wonder Wednesday. And again, I apologize. You've got yours. Bell says to me today, my one-hit wonder, I don't even know if I'm going to know how to explain this thing.
Yeah, it's very convoluted.
So
I can't wait.
Yeah, and then you've got yours, Ken?
I've got mine, and it's kind of tricky. It's tricky whether or not it's a one-hit wonder, but it is, and I'll explain how.
I like that, kids. We're just getting started on this day. Yeah, we'll talk a little State of the Union, probably not a lot, because the reality is that's not who we are. That's not what we do. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. It is that time of the week, a little Wednesday. So those ladies, you know who you are.
It's White Woman Wednesday. She's saving the world.
So the white women out there, I just want to tell you guys, progressives, you know who you're talking about. But everybody became super progressive when the men's hockey team, while partying hard in a room full of a whole bunch of people, drinking beer, dancing up and down, having won a hockey game that nobody thought they would win, got a call from the president, and somehow they're the worst people ever. Kylie!
The men's U.S. hockey team reacted to Trump's sexist comment is shameful. And it's honestly one of the reasons that male athletes do not have a lot of my respect, because most of them do not treat women well at all. Even a couple of the players' moms and wives have come online and been like, yo, what the f*** is wrong with you people? Because basically Trump was like, oh, guys, you have to come straight to the White House, like, come to my State of the Union address. I didn't win a gold medal or else I'd have to invite them, and if I did it, I'd get impeached. And they were like laughing their asses off. And again, this is on a global stage. Not to mention most of the team are white conservative men, but it just reminds me that no matter what we do as women, it is something that we will always be, is simply our gender. Because there have been so many female athletes who have won gold medals that will be continuously overlooked. Meanwhile, the white men will get personal phone calls from the also sexist president of the United States congratulating them. It's genuinely disgusting that on the world stage, this is what the world is seeing. They're like, okay, these are white American men, because they are, and it's really disappointing.
It is super disappointing.
It's terrible that they're white.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kylie doesn't even need a world stage to be disliked, though.
No. I just, and this is the kind of person where during the last World Cup, there was this big article in, it's like the New York Times, the Washington Post, that says, Argentina is the best soccer team in the world, but why are there no black players? And the first comment was, because we're not a Disney film. Okay?
That's a good point.
Right? That's why. And I don't know if you guys know anything about sports, but if the person's purple, he'll be on a team if he's good.
Yeah.
That's it. And Kylie, I'm going to say this to you ladies, and many of you are going to understand this. Some of you are going to be maybe angry. Maybe your daughter's listening and she's 22 and she's like, oh my God, I'm back from school, whatnot. I've met you. Many of us have met you. You know, the girl that's a little chunky and she leaves the room and you and your 12 friends absolutely eviscerate her, destroy her on the internet, talk about how crappy her clothes are.
While you're telling her how wonderful she is to her face.
Yeah. You know that? You guys remember that? I would rather, they always say, would you rather run into a bear or a white male in the woods? I've got news for you. Would I rather run into a bunch of mean girls or Leatherface? I'll take Leatherface.
Even if it's Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, even if it's Winnie the Pooh. You guys are awful. You are, for the most part. That's why none of you have, super long-term friends. Every one of us has a friend we can call from 20 years ago. And we're like, dude, bring the shovels in a bag. Don't ask. I'll be there.
Bring some quicklime, too.
Yeah. Some of that, too. Whose car are we taking?
We'll steal one.
You guys are just as mean. And they act like, well, they did this on purpose. There's no sportsmanship. They didn't play each other. Good God, get over yourselves. Kylie, by the way, this is nothing. Wait till you hear what I have coming up for her. She's on fire today. She's on fire. It is so amazing. And there's comments on the one I have coming up. I don't even know how to describe it. Honest to God, it's every week she tops herself. This one, it's higher than anybody else's has ever been. Stupid white hockey players. Good God.
Yeah. Why do they have to be white?
Why do they? God, the minute we can end whiteness, the better it is for everybody. Letting you guys know that. All right, coming up. Want to apologize in advance for mine, but it is awesome, but only because of all the stuff around it. Okay, I'm just telling you guys that. We're going to do One Hit Wonder Wednesday. Straight ahead, Chad Benson, Super Talk, 997. Oh, lordy, some of you chiming in the love of Pink Fong and Baby Shark. And the reason, I don't like Pink Floyd just because I never liked it. I thought Pink Floyd I thought it was like everybody.
Well, you've never been stoned.
No. Well, this guy explained it perfectly. He said, 2 good songs and the rest were, and you needed to be stoned to even understand those. And I'm like, okay, I get that. And then Roger Waters went nuts. So there's that. So Kylie's her name. She does a little White Woman Wednesday for us. She's fantastic. If you guys don't know who she is and you're new to the program, every Wednesday we have fun, progressive white women. Kylie and Jess tell us all the horrible things us white men do. And this one today is Hall of Fame worthy. This is first ballot Hall of Fame worthy. So be prepared. Wait, what? So
what a tool.
Wait, let me. So I'm a social construct? My skin color is a social construct?
You mean I'm not really white?
Well, yeah, because apparently there weren't white people before the 1800s or 1700s.
And you're a step below her, too, because you're a ginger.
Yeah, good God. What? Where did you get that? How did you even come up with that? And I love how it's like only white people have ever owned slaves.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that. No. And the other thing is...
The Egyptians didn't own slaves?
They did. They owned quite a bit. By the way, where did we get slave from? The
Africa.
Slavic. Right? So what happened? Everybody's owned slaves. What is it, Korea? Have you ever seen when they're bad friends with, what's his name? Bobby Lee and his buddy, Andrew Santino, talking about, he's like, well, the Koreans have never owned slaves. And then they looked it up. Korea's had the longest unbroken string of slavery. It was 1,500 years.
Dope.
So everybody's owned slaves, including Africans, including blacks here.
And it was Africans selling the slaves
Yes.
to the white slave trade.
Yes. And we were slaves. If you guys go back, and we sent, who did we send? Was it Jackson over there? Or was there to go over and tell the Muslims, hey, stop.
Jefferson,
stop attacking our boats, or we're going to come after you guys. Because they were they were taking our men and making them slaves, or it's going to get ugly. So, good God. And I didn't even know it was a social construct. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm malleable. So, you know what? If you think you're white, you're wrong. You're not white. You're
not
whatever.
white.
Yeah. You're the only one that doesn't exist. You're like a ghost. Woo!
Oh, Kylie.
Coming up.
I bet she's getting some good comments.
Oh, some of those comments were spectacular. Yes. Baby girl, you look good. Tell everybody you look good. Chet Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.